Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Business Talk Show. My name is Paul Cruz out here in El Paso, Texas. I'm very excited and I'm very thankful to God for all the blessings He has provided me with. Before we get into the topic today, I do want to give a shout out to one of my followers on Facebook. She actually got a hold of me yesterday and gave me some incredible constructive criticism, actually, and input. And I applied it today, and I think it will improve me. So I want to give a shout out to Cynthia Sai. Her last name is S.Y. out of the Philippines. Shout out, Cynthia. Christine, I'm sorry. It's Christine. So I want to apologize for saying the wrong name. But Christine Sai out of Philippines. I want to thank you for that. Well, what I want to talk about today is how I got involved in the social media industry. It was about a year ago, a little more than a year ago. I was resisting getting into social media for a while. My clients kept talking about it. I kept resisting. I had some associates of mine talking about it. I kept resisting. I said, I'll never be on Facebook or any of that. Well, lo and behold, I'm involved in social media heavily. But as a business, not for personal reasons, but just business. And so when I was persuaded to get involved in social media, I said, okay, now there's a lot to it. How do I start? Where do I start? And what do I do with this? Well, what I came up with is a name for this. Social media today is basically modern day Yellow Pages, all these platforms. You got names and addresses, websites, phone numbers, faxes, emails. You got all that. So these are all different Yellow Pages, in my opinion. That's just my view. What I did after that, I said, I have to figure out what approach do I take and how do I take that approach. So I created a strategy called mutual fund approach. What is a mutual fund? Those of you who have 401ks or IRAs, is just a bunch of different stock of companies in a basket. So all these social medias are combined in a basket for me, and that's a mutual fund approach. Once I established that mutual fund approach, then what I did was I started saying, how do I strategize each and every one of these platforms? So I consider them individual stocks like a Microsoft, a Dell, Google, Netflix, Amazon, any one of those stocks. These platforms are individual stocks. So by taking that approach, what I was able to do is put different strategies for different platforms. Does that make sense? And I also wanted to avoid the mistakes that people made on social media, because doing my research and study, 90% of people on social media don't generate no business. I said, that's crazy. Why is that? Well, people like to be famous, and the other things, people don't have strategies. And people also focus on the wrong things. For example, people focus on getting a lot of followers in the beginning. People focus on doing ads or spending money on ads, putting all kind of content out there without realizing they're hurting their brand or creating a wrong brand, and not generating any business. So by learning that, I said, I'm not going to make that mistake. But more importantly, people don't focus on converting deals. Excuse me. So no matter how much advertising marketing you do, if you're not converting deals, it doesn't mean nothing, right? But in order to convert deals, you got to target who your right audience is. Get the right followers. And then once they become customers, then they, as customers, will bring in stronger followers and more qualified followers, more consistent followers. Because you could buy followers through bots. But that's a mistake. So then the other thing is, more followers don't mean more success or better. Because I had a client that had over 150,000 followers, didn't do no business. I said, what's wrong with you? You have all these followers? I realized it's not about how much followers you have, it's the activity or the action that I call. In other words, people liking your content, sharing, and you having dialogues with them. I have a strategy called social media conversion strategy through my martial arts of sales that will help you and show you how to take a like into a lead, take that lead into a deal, and then the deal into a relationship. But it all starts with how you target your audience. Think about that. Don't just put content out there to put content out there. Understand why you're putting that content. Put the right content to target the right people. And then also, in the beginning, I don't recommend ads on Google, Facebook, or Instagram. Why? Because they're expensive. But more importantly, if you don't have a strategy, you don't know who your audience is, it makes no sense to do that. You got to do the work. So whoever thinks cold calling is dead, they're wrong. Because there's more cold calling than ever before. Just more platforms to do it. It's a little more fun, but you still have to do that. Don't allow the graphic designs, the website design, all of these videos to determine you converting deals. You take the action and convert deals. You take a call to action. That's been my strategy. So I focus on who my audience is, or who they are, where they're at. Do I have a solution to their problem? Do they need my services? And can I help them? And once I know I can do that, then I target them and I go after them. And I convert deals. So that's what you really got to focus on. So I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, Real Business Talk Show, be part of my martial arts and sales training program, and I can help you and show you my social media conversion strategy that will absolutely blow your mind away. It is so simple, yet so effective. So I'm here to tell you, I love social media. I understand social media. I'm good at social media. But more importantly, I do help my clients with social media. So I want to thank everyone for listening. Those of you who have been watching my YouTube channel. For those that are just seeing me for the first time, go to my YouTube channel at Real Business Talk Show. Subscribe, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You can also follow me on my social sites at Facebook, Instagram at Real Business Talk Show, and my Twitter, Real Business TS. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for watching. And again, I want to give a shout out to my follower in the Philippines, Christine Tsai. Giving you a shout out again. I want to thank you again for that positive input and that positive constructive criticism. Till we speak again, I say goodbye for now. This is Paul Cruz with the Real Business Talk Show. Have a fantastic day. Bye.